Okay, so this brief video will show you how to create and send an email using the GetResponse database management system. So the first thing you'll need to do is log into your GetResponse account. I've already done that. Once you log in, you're going to see this screen. They call this your dashboard. If you look up into the upper right hand corner of your dashboard, you see the current campaign that you're logged into, and if you've created multiple campaigns within your database, like for instance these are all my different campaigns, you will need to choose the one that you want to send the email to. Now if you forget to do this, it's not a big deal because you'll have the option to do it again at the end. So I'm just going to go ahead and choose a campaign. You'll see that now that changes up here at the top right. I'm going to go to messages. Now within GetResponse, when you send an email, they don't actually call it an email, they call it a newsletter. So you know, 6 of one, half a dozen of another, but they're the same. So what you're going to want to do is create a newsletter. So click on that. You'll have the option then to either use HTML format or plain text format. I always use HTML just in case you want to put a link in the email, maybe to your website. In order to insert that link, you've got to have the HTML message creator used. So you click that. Now you have the ability in here to use some different templates if you wanted to create one of those fancy email newsletters. I never use those personally. I find them to be things that people delete without even reading. I prefer to go the more personal route. So if you want to do that, what you're going to do is click here where it says start with a blank template. And then from there you're going to see just a real simple, almost like a Microsoft Word type of a format where you can type in a message. Make sure if you've got more than one email address associated with your GetResponse account, you're going to want to highlight the one that you want the email to come from. If somebody gets your email and then replies, this will also be the address where that reply will be sent. So you want to make sure that it is you know, appropriate for whatever you're looking to do. You've got to type a subject in here. I'm just going to put testing. And then just basically you type your message. Now one neat feature with GetResponse is that if you want to send one message and you want to personalize it for say 400 people, you can do that real simply. So if I do this, dear, and then I use brackets, 2 brackets, and then the word first name, and then 2 close brackets and a comma. What that will do is GetResponse will actually go to each of your contacts and it will pull out whatever is listed for their first name and it will insert it right there. So if you wanted to send out 1,000 emails to 1,000 different people, you type in just like you see it here, and it's going to put the first name for all 1,000 of those people into your email. When I do this, a lot of times people will think that I'm sending them just a personal email one-to-one, and I'll get responses like that, and it's really an effective way of marketing. So you type, you know, dear first name, use the brackets, type the body of your email here. So type whatever message you want to have, and then your closing. If you want to put your phone number there or whatever it might be, if you want to put a link, like a lot of times I will put a link. If I could spell, there we go. I'll put a link to my website so that way people could click on that when they open up my email. Now this is an important step. Once you finish typing your email here, you'll see up here it says HTML body and then plain text. You need to click on plain text and then simply just click import from HTML. Okay, you have to do this step. If you don't do this step, your email will not go through. So now you've got, you don't need to worry about the spacing here. It usually takes care of itself when the email goes out. So you've got the same email basically written in HTML format and in plain text format. If you want to preview it and see what it's going to look like before you send it out, you just go down here, it says preview and test, send a test email, and then you can just simply just send it to yourself. So that's gone and sent. So then I could go to my email inbox and check to see what it would look like. And when you've got that done the way you want it, then you just go down to the bottom, click on next step. Now remember at the beginning I said if you forget to highlight the right campaign up here in the top right, it's not that big of a deal because you'll get a second chance to do it. Here's your second chance. So when you get to this page, you're going to see a list of all of your campaigns, and in each campaign it's going to tell you how many people are in it. So for instance, in this campaign of mine I've got 911 people, so if I wanted to send out an email to all of them, I'm just going to click that, okay, and then it'll tell me that I'm clicking, or that I'm sending it to these 911 people. If you've got an email that you want to send to multiple campaigns, you could click all of the campaigns that you want it to go to. It should update down here shortly there, so that'll tell me how many people it's going out to. You hit next step. Okay, now if you want to send it immediately, you just leave it as it is. Send this newsletter immediately. But you can also set the delivery date and time, which is kind of cool if you know that you want to send something out, say on a Monday morning, but you want to write it over the weekend and then have it go out, or if you've got an event coming up and you want to have some sort of a notification go out at a specific day and time, then you just click on this. You set your day and time here. You got to make sure you select the right time zone that you're in, and then click here and pick the calendar day and the time. This will also, if you've got your Twitter and your Facebook accounts programmed within your settings, this will also automatically post it to Twitter and Facebook if you want it to be. So if I want it to go to Twitter, I'm just going to select it, which it already is selected. If I don't want it going to Twitter, I'm going to unselect that. Same thing with my Facebook. I can either, this is my personal Facebook account. If I want it to go there, I can. This is my business page, my fan page. If I want it to go there, I can. Okay, and if you are selecting the Facebook and the Twitter options, or one of the two, then you need to have this box checked, publish in RSS. You'll see here it says if you want your newsletters to be shared on social media, you must enable this option. If you're not sending this out on Twitter or Facebook, then it doesn't matter if you have this checked or not, and you can uncheck it. And then you simply click on publish and you're done. You'll get a confirmation saying congratulations, your newsletter has been sent, and it'll either go out immediately or at the day and time that you specified, depending upon which option here you chose. And that's it. That's sending an email from GetResponse.